This is iPhone 18 Pro. Of design, think iPhone 17 Pro, but burgundy. Luckily, hidden under this design are a couple special new features, and we'll get to those. Where things do get interesting in terms of the look of the phone is the front. Dynamic Island was originally introduced with iPhone 14 as a clever software that the actual hardware turned that design blunder into a feature, and a great feature at that. One of the most clever ideas Apple has ever had. With iPhone 18 Pro, you might notice first the top of the device. The Face ID is still there, but now it's here. Face ID seems to be heading under the display this year, leaving only the front-facing camera visible, which will be moved over here to the left. All smaller because it doesn't have the Face ID array to compete with, but functionally, effectively, it's the same. This slight change to the actual physical design of the phone reminds me a lot of the jump from iPhone 13 Pro to 14 Pro. The only way you and your friends will know you have the new one is the front. There's testing 3 new colorways for iPhone 18 Pro: burgundy, brown, which is just a burgundy or burgundy, and purple. The cameras this year are getting a massive upgrade. An upgrade that I would argue is the most significant upgrade that has come to iPhone camera systems since the addition of more than one of them. Apple is leaning towards shipping this phone with a variable aperture, which physically changes how open or closed the lens is. More open to allow for more light to physically enter in a low light environment, or tighten during brighter conditions. Basically, the same way the human eye works. The aperture opening wider also allows for a more shallow depth of field, which in this case would look and be more genuine than ever, relying less on the computational capabilities of portrait mode and simplifying the dynamics of this button. By removing the capacitive functionality, Apple saves on manufacturing costs, but more importantly, repair costs, leaving us only with the pressure sensing functionality. To go along with the iPhone's incredible computational prowess, this year's model ships with the A20 Pro chip built off a 2nm process. So as is with every year, this year's new iPhone will be even faster, more efficient, leading to better battery life. Who would have guessed? Apple will also finally be replacing Qualcomm inside of the Pro iPhones, shipping this one with the new C2 modem for faster, more efficient cellular connection. But it also means that Apple doesn't have to pay Qualcomm anymore, which is the real reason. Apple has been working on integrating support for 5G networks that are broadcasted from satellites, rather than only relying on towers built out of Elmer's glue and chewed up bubblegum that are sticking out of the ground here on Earth. This is a plan that I believe became very obvious once they implemented emergency SOS features via satellite back with the iPhone 14. And just like those features, this is a big deal. It is a game changer. It's one of those things that tweaks the landscape moving forward, not just for iPhone, but for everybody.